want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
All right, and welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lolo.
I'm Bitch Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! Back in the motherfucking building. You know, there's something about the fact that Dr. Umar Derogatory is going to be nearby soon. That is very interesting. Do you think he knows we fired him?
Yeah.
You think he knows who we are and that we fired him?
Yeah. I haven't tagged that nigga in like a year now, right?
We was tagging him?
Well, I don't know if he was tagging him, but we ain't using his clips in like a year.
He's been let go.
Has it been a year?
Easily.
I feel like it's been a year.
We went in a different direction. Guess what I've been watching? I've been watching the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana.
Oh. Was that like a video? I mean, was it like a movie or?
It was a special. She sang some of the songs. Yeah.
A special.
Did you watch Hannah Montana? Lily nor Oliver were there.
Right. That's what I heard.
Count me out.
Yeah. Like, how do you do a special without them? That's kind of crazy.
Emily Osment was like, I'm sorry, but I'm on set for my other stuff.
Yeah.
Mitchell Musso didn't clarify. He was just like, I love my Hannah fans.
Mm-hmm. So what was they doing? I mean, because the one who played her brother was there, right?
He was at the premiere. He wasn't.
Oh, okay. So it was a premiere.
They had that girl, I guess I figured out by the end, was Alex Earl. And Chappell Roan was up there.
They was performing?
They were like asking Miley Cyrus questions.
Oh.
And I get you're trying to bridge the young and the old, but like you don't have to do that with everything. Like sometimes it's just not for the young.
Sounds like they could have did better.
Yeah. They really screwed the pooch on that one.
That's all?
Yeah.
I haven't been watching a lot of TV. I've mostly been reading. But I did get a chance to start House of Villains.
Wow. That's like a record turnaround time.
Yeah, I did. I'm on like episode 3.
You must be bored to death.
No. I'm actually... I just been super... tired for real, so I really haven't been able to like watch a lot of stuff, but yeah, I was like, let me get into that. So I watched a little bit of that. I also watched Blue Therapy, I think it's called.
People have been talking about that, but I haven't watched
it. People have been talking about it. I did watch it and like I binged it. I thought it was good though, but you know, I feel like it was very, I don't know. I feel like you can't really see shit when you're not in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you're in it. So it's like, me as outsider looking in, it's like...
It ain't gonna work, partner.
Yeah, but I know when two people want to like make something work, it's like you're not really trying to hear that or see that. You know what I'm saying? But I think, because a lot of people were saying like they were feeling... weird about the therapist being white and then all the couples like being black or like people of color. But I feel like I like the therapist. Like I feel like she did a good job. But yeah, I've been reading The Perfect Find by Tia Williams and The Wilderness, the book you gave me.
I know you're on a roll. You're catching up with all my stuff.
Yeah.
How did you like House of Villains so far?
I like it. Mad Jackie went home early. They keep sending the people I like home early, so it would be kind of bittersweet. But I think it's cool.
And what about the book?
The book so far, I'm liking it. I don't think I've gotten too far to where nothing's like really happened yet. Like I don't know if like it's gonna be drama or if it's So I'm still in the beginning of the book, like second chapter, I think. The chapter is kind of long. The first chapter is kind of long.
You got to get a feeling for the gang.
Once I started reading it, I'm like, damn, I don't want to put it down. Like, because today, last night I had been reading it, and then today I was like, I just want to keep reading it. Because I'm reading the other book too, and I'm like, I don't want to get them mixed up. No, I just don't want to get them mixed up. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah. Because y'all will be like, well, where are you? And I'm like, I'm reading my book.
Mm-hmm.
I was very hard to get a hold of while I was reading that book.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be good.
It's a good book.
Getting there.
It's getting sticky.
Oh, also Kiki's Delivery Service. Have you ever heard of it?
I've seen like a lot of advertisement for it, but I have not.
It's one of the movies I used to watch in my childhood because it came out in like '89 or something like that.
So then I'm thinking of something different, unless this was
You might be
recently back
thinking
in
about
theaters.
Spirited Away. I think
That's
Spirited Away.
with the cute ghost.
The animation looks a lot alike.
But Spirited Away has the cute ghost, right?
I don't know. I've never seen it, but I used to get them mixed up because I would see the animation from Spirited Away, and I used to think it was Kiki's Delivery Service.
But has Kiki's Delivery Service been like resurfacing? Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I've been seeing a lot about it.
Yeah, but I remember watching it as a kid, like, and then it resurfacing years ago, and then it like resurfaces every few years for real.
I still haven't watched the Demon Hunters.
K-pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Them bitches singing everywhere.
I heard that shit is. I don't know. I don't want to say addictive, but like, it's like cultish.
Like you watch the movie and then?
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm really strong mentally. Not much for the cult stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's still girls that are like in the heated rivalry cult. You know?
Yeah.
I show up. How y'all been? I went to the rave.
That was different.
It was a ball, but it wasn't a rave. It was called a dance party.
Oh.
So, I had a great time.
That's good.
They played, even though like we don't like her right now. They played "Hot to Go."
Who was that?
Chappell Roan.
Oh.
You know.
I don't know her
like,
music.
HOTTOGO. And everybody did the arms.
Oh, I don't know that.
You can take me hot to go.
Sounds like it was a good time.
HOTTOGO. They were playing the edits on the TV. But I'm not in the cult.
Yeah.
You know, I just went there. I did that. I'm back over it. Good. I think there's people stuck there. Yeah, I think that's the only thing. Oh, I have honorable mention. And speaking of Chappell Roan, I have this person, and I want to get their username right because they came from what I believe is relative obscurity. Is that the right way to say that? And they like burst on the scene with this TikTok, essentially revealing that despite Chappell Roan being like, oh, I'm the Midwest princess, she in fact grew up very privileged and very rich. And I think that it is changing the lens through which people are seeing Chappell Roan's behavior. And the reason I gave this person honorable mention is because I've been trying really hard to have conversations about how Chappell Roan absolutely should not be stalked, but also Chappell Roan's behavior is not appropriate. Like when you jump out the van in France and you're like, I told all of you to leave me alone. And you're like filming yourself and you're filming the people.
Oh, wow.
And the people are saying, I love you too. It's because you're in France, bitch.
I didn't know
they don't speak English. And like, you went to the most popular restaurant in France. What did you think was going to happen? You know what I mean? So it was very difficult to have those conversations because it seems like I was saying that she does not have a right to privacy. That's not what I'm saying. I think that her behavior is obscure. And I think that recently she like snubbed a famous person's kid. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. But this person really sort of set the thing off. They might have been removed by the powers that be because I favorited them and now they've disappeared. But if you're the person who went on TikTok and did like a deep dive, I'm talking about Chappell Roan's grandparents owning a golf course.
Yeah. I said she very well off.
And people were falling for like the I'm from the trailer park type of deal.
Right.
So
cosplaying.
I'll try to look you up if I can find you, but it seems like they took your videos down.
Well, I have Hotep of the week. So TikTok, let me see.
Video provided to News 5 by Akron Police shows an officer racing to Restaurant Depot on Schweitzer Avenue on the morning of March 7th after receiving 911 calls.
We have a child under a chair in the car.
According to this police report, a 2-year-old girl was sitting in the third row. The automatic seat collapsed on the child, pinning her. Lieutenant Michael Murphy says the girl's mother was in the family's Hyundai Palisade while the father went inside the business. But during that time, a power seat somehow folded forward.
The dad was doing some shopping and they wanted to allow the children the room to just roam and play around in the car. But at some point, and we're not certain of how this happened, that button that releases the seat went down and the child was trapped.
Murphy says it took bystanders several minutes to free the girl. She was taken to Akron Children's Hospital where she passed away. Body camera video later shows an Akron officer trying to figure out why the seat is stuck down.
Okay, so just like that.
While he's able to operate the one next.
So, Hyundai is this week's Hotep.
That's awful.
Yeah. 2-year-old was crushed by one of their automatic seats because they don't have a sensor on it. You know how some cars have like a weight sensor so that they won't move while somebody's in there. Well, this was a 2026 Hyundai Palisade, but people have been demonstrating, they're doing their own demonstrations. Like this one lady put like a case of water on the seats to see what would happen, and it literally crushed the entire case of water. And that was like she had like a 2022 or something like that. So they put a recall on the 2026, but those are not the only ones affected.
That's awful.
But yeah, just condolences to the child's family.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, like that's really a fucked up way for.
So I'm sure you've seen the tragic news involving.
Like,
It's really a messed up way for like a kid to have to like go through.
lose their life,
Yeah.
It's just fucking insane. Shame on Hyundai. All right, next we have lyrics and lessons, where we give a lyric and you get a lesson. Do you have any guesses about mine?
Boss Man D-Lo.
But you're always in my thoughts, baby. Mine is from Super Sexy by Charlie Wilson, featuring T-Pain and Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
And I have, let me take your cape and put it on the floor. You can kick up your feet, ain't gotta rescue me no more. Can I get you something? Let me buy you a drink. As you can see, she's on the next thing smoking. I'm gonna take her home with me. She's super sexy. And what I got from that is most people do need to acknowledge the mental and temporal load that is imposed on women in all type of relationships, whether it is your child or your partner or your mother. The assumption of labor and time to your benefit, like that you expect of other people, is just not realistic. And I think I've just been thinking about it a lot. Like how much is expected simply with no one vocalizing that that's what they need of a person. Like recently I was working at a bank and I realized that every time something went wrong, people's solution to the problem was to look for me.
Right.
Not solve the problem, not get the thing out the way. Like it was to find me and I was supposed to solve it.
Right.
And while I have no problem, like, yeah, I'm supposed to be like I'm supposed to be supervising.
But have a brain.
And I can't help everybody at one time.
Yeah.
And I say this because even when someone does recognize that load, like let's say your partner recognizes the load, but you're still a mom and you're still someone's kid. It's interesting in the song because T-Pain says like, you don't got to rescue me no more. And then it goes back into the chorus and it's like, she can rescue me. It's like, even when you get to a common ground of understanding with one of these relationships, it is still going to take a lot of work to have your time and your efforts be on the receiving end of somebody else's entitlement. And like, even when you're like, I cannot do all of this, it almost seems like those people don't see it or feel it or hear it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I'm not Superwoman.
Yeah.
And when you try to call attention to like, and you also know this, I'm sure, like as a woman, like when you try to call attention to all of your labor that goes unnoticed, people are like, oh, you just want credit for this thing.
Like,
And it's like, but you didn't do it.
and then they be mad at you. Yeah.
So that's what I got from that. And I'm also trying to learn that line dance. Have you heard that song? Is like 17 years old. It's so good. Charlie Wilson, T-Pain, Jamie Foxx.
I don't think I've heard it.
She's super sexy. Yeah, you look good to me. Coke bottle, honey, yeah. Come and rescue me. You make me sad.
Well, my lyric comes from Bird Flu. by Black, and it goes, even under pressure, I think I finally understand the lesson. First time felt stuck, grew to feeling better. Second time I wrote a letter. Third time around I thought I had it figured, but I knew it was still some resistance. I've been fighting through the truth. And I feel like the lesson I got from that is like sometimes you'll keep repeating patterns because you haven't learned the lesson.
What?
Yep. And it may take multiple attempts to like get to the true understanding and the meaning of why you had to go through that thing. And I think it kind of just reminds me of that saying like things are happening for you, not to you. You know what I'm saying? Or it's vice versa, I think. But same sentiments. Some shit is just happening for you to learn from, and then till you actually learn from it. It's like, cause sometimes you might wish like, dang, like why can't it just be a certain way? But like that's because you're resisting it. You know what I'm saying? You're resisting the lessons you're supposed to be learning, and that's kind of hindering you from moving forward. So.
That's really good. I was gonna hit the birds button, but the line wasn't about birds.
No, but there is a line in there about birds, about bird flu.
Oh, we could start calling people birds.
Oh yeah.
We could do the bird alert.
We don't even have to call them birds.
Oh, now we're on to something.
Yeah.
Wow. You never know what you're sitting on. You know what I'm saying? Like
That girl CJ, she said that's what it's like talking to people on Facebook.
oh my God. That's exactly what it is.
Bird sounds.
Just tweet. Oh, next we have Let Me Stay Focused, which is our topic of the week. And I want to talk about, have you seen this video of this girl on TikTok talking about jealousy?
I don't know if it's this girl, but I've seen a couple people talking about jealousy.
Okay, so I'm going to play this video of this girl. And she's talking, well, I'm going to just let y'all hear it.
Is jealousy within friendships, but not as in, oh, my friend is jealous of me, but from the perspective of being the friend who is jealous. I had a friend that I used to be friends with. We're not friends anymore, and you know what? For a good reason, because genuinely, I don't think I could continue being their friend because of the fact that I honestly was just jealous of them. I luckily did not treat this person like trash. I know that typically when you are jealous of somebody, jealousy is just like so... It just takes so much energy out of you. It's so hateful, and I know that a lot of the times when people are jealous of other people, they treat them horribly. They're just very rude to them. I knew that being jealous of this person was a waste of, and I hated feeling that way, and it was something that I really, really struggled with. So that's why I want to talk about it. I'm glad that I didn't treat this person like trash because I was at least aware that like jealousy is just like so consuming. But again, I just wanted to kind of talk about this. I am not very happy with where I am at in life currently. I have not been happy with my life for the past couple of years. And I was friends with somebody who was literally living like my dream life that I wish that I was living like at that time. Like they weren't necessarily like living the dream life that like I envisioned for like the future, like that kind of life. Like they're living like a life that like is just like very far ahead of mine, but like where they currently were at with their life is like where I wish I was currently at with my life. And mind you, this person did not have to do anything to gain this lifestyle. They just kind of had this life handed to them. Hence why I was just very jealous of them because it's not like they had to work towards it or anything. Like that's just their life. That's just what they had. And it really, really sucked. To kind of put it more into perspective, like how intense it was, let's say this is kind of going to be a bad example because I'm going to list things that like you do have to work for in life to achieve it, but I want you to just kind of like imagine it from the mindset of like, okay, they didn't have to do anything and this is just their life. Imagine I wanted to be a lawyer and I wanted to live in this specific town. I wanted to have this kind of specific lifestyle and I wanted to drive like this specific kind of car, okay? That friend that I was friends with had all of that. Like, they were the lawyer. They lived in the town that I wished to live in. They had the lifestyle that I dreamt of. Like, they just had every single thing that I wanted for my life, and they didn't have to do anything about it. I think this angle is a little bit better. Just imagine being friends with somebody like that when you are just, like, so unhappy with your life and they're just walking around every day with the life that you wish that you had. It feels like it's a slap in the face, but like it's not because that's just their life. And whenever this friend would just like talk about their life like so casually, like it was just so hard for me to just like not feel so bitter because it's like you don't even understand like how lucky you are to have this kind of life and it's just like the normal for you. Like your life is so casual to you and it's just something that like I just can't have. I say that like they don't realize how lucky they are to have their life, but I honestly do think one of the reasons why I was so jealous of them is because of the fact they actually did kind of acknowledge that they lived a decently nice life, and the fact that they were grateful for their life and they were happy with their life made me all the more jealous, because it's like, okay, well, you're so happy and grateful for your life. Like, of course you are. Like, of course you are. Obviously, like, we should want people to be grateful and thankful for, like, really good lives, but I don't know. Like, it really just, like, added to the jealousy, because I know that if I was living that lifestyle, if I had that kind of life, I would also be very, very grateful and happy, and I think because of the fact that they were so happy with it, and they were comfortable with their life and happy with it, it just... I guess, like, the happier they were with their life, the more bitter it made me. And obviously, that's just not a good thing. That's very unhealthy. And I don't want to have to feel that way about a friend, but that's just how I felt about this person. I wouldn't really consider myself a jealous person. I'm not really that jealous of people. Like, I'm, like, jokingly, like, jealous of some people that, like, live, like, a lifestyle that I want. But I feel like because of the fact that this was, like, a close personal friend of mine, I guess, it just made it all the more worse. And I really am not kidding to you when I tell you, like, this person, like, had what I wanted for my life, like, that badly, like, to a T, like, literally every single thing down. They just had, like, it was actually insane how crazy, like, even, like, little things that I wish I had, they had. Like, it was so crazy. I wanted to be them so bad, and I knew that I couldn't. And they just, that friend and I did end our friendship. We ended on mutual terms. We ended on good terms, which I'm thankful for. There really is no bad blood between us, and the reason why we ended our friendship had nothing to do with me being jealous of them. Actually, they never knew that I had a jealousy issue towards them, so... You know, I think about that, and then I just think about the fact that, you know what, like, it is such a good thing that, like, we are not as close as we once used to be, and just not anymore, because I really don't think I could have gotten to a point where I was just fine with them, like, not being jealous of them, and I feel like the only way that I would just not be jealous of them is if I had a better lifestyle, and I just don't. I don't wish
I don't want to shop her thing.
the worst for this person. I don't wish anything bad on this person, but I just cannot keep around somebody like that in my life, knowing how unhappy I am with my life currently, and, like, I just don't think I would have ever gone to a point where I wouldn't be jealous of them, to be honest.
I know we don't usually play videos that lengthy, but immediate response to that.
Something's wrong with her. The friend definitely knew that she was jealous.
You think so?
I feel like jealousy gives off an energy. And
That's if you know that.
Yeah, but that was her friend.
Yeah.
I'm like, your friend knew you was jealous. That's probably why she distanced herself. That's my thought.
I feel like as someone who I don't get jealous, and we know, like, oh my God, these stupid fucking people, like, put the fucking dictionary down, bitch. We get that it's actually envy. We don't fucking care. She used the word jealous, we're going to use the word jealous. Anyways, I think that I don't get jealous of other people, and so I don't know when people are jealous of me. And I just spend a lot of time going, why would they do that? There's no reason to do that.
But once they do something weird, right? It's like once it's in your awareness, you know what I'm saying? You can't unsee it.
How does it get in my awareness?
Like just them doing weird shit.
No, I just I'm like, why do they keep doing weird shit?
I mean, I think it's probably like a case by case type of thing, but like just certain things, like I don't want to say it publicly, but there was a time that we speculated that somebody could be jealous of you.
Right. And how did we get to that point of speculation?
I forgot. I don't remember.
You said, I think she's jealous of you. And I'm like, what? No.
Oh, well,
I can actually think of two different times that happened. I don't even know which one you're talking about.
Right. I'm like, I don't know.
Like, to me, thinking that someone is jealous of me is very, like, egotistical. And I don't, like, act like that. And then I also feel like it's a very damning accusation on the person you think is jealous. Like, if someone was like, I think you're jealous of me, I would be like, what? Of you?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Beyonce. Jealous of you for what? You know what I mean? Like, so, and because I don't feel that way about other people.
But that don't mean other people don't feel that way.
But I've never experienced it to, like, link it as a root cause.
So what's the question?
Well, one, I wanted to go over ways that you can tell if your friend is jealous of you for my own good. But also, do you think she was, like, she's really being cooked in the comments?
Yes, she should. I agree with whatever they saying. I don't even know what they saying, but I agree.
You don't think that was brave?
No.
And you don't think that it was a little self-aware?
It was self-aware, yes. It's also very haterish.
It's definitely not off her.
Cause I feel like there's jealousy and then there's hater. And she was very much so giving like hater. She would like, cause I feel like jealousy is like seeing like something that you want, and you're like, oh, I want that, or like, I wish I could have that.
Yeah.
But to go as far as being like, oh, I don't even want her around me because it's gonna trigger me. Like, it's gonna make me feel shitty. Like,
Well, what's the alternative? Mistreating someone for something they can't control?
I mean, no, this is where the self awareness comes in. Because, okay, you feel like you want her life. What can you do to get it? What can you do to like get the things that you want? Are you doing the things you should be doing or could be doing, or are you sitting at home watching her? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's like me saying just using anybody who's like popular, like out on entertainment, whatever. It's like me saying, "Oh, I want to get there," but I'm not posting every day. I'm not, doing the things that a person who has that life would do. You have to, and I feel like that's where the self awareness will come in. Because like, okay, yes, I might feel a little jealous towards my friend, but how can I get on her level? Not how can I distance myself so that I don't have to feel shitty about my life.
But I also feel like, what is the alternative? Like staying around and mistreating your friend? Because I think that's what
the alternative is working through it.
I don't think we've seen that alternative become successful. I feel like even in the situations where you're like, I think this person is jealous of you, I would just be like, Shae, I'm being mistreated. I don't know why. Like it didn't occur to them to, like, I don't even think it occurred to them that they were mistreating me.
Yeah, because that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, they probably not aware. But this, just speaking of this girl,
Yeah.
she's aware of it. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't think that there's anything better about being aware and being like, listen, I can't work through it. The best I can do is not mistreat you. I'm off this.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's something to say, like, yeah, I know I can't be around this person because I'm not going to be good to them. Like, yeah, I mean, cool, but you're still a fucking hating ass bitch.
You know you're not supposed to do that.
So it's like, I mean, yeah, thank you. You actually did me a favor by like keeping your distance, but also, girl, why you acting like that?
And I think maybe that's why I appreciate it. Like, not like thank you because I'm not that girl and I can't like say, I appreciate you. But because I'm not getting any better at this. Mm-hmm. Like, I was telling my therapist, I'm not getting sharper.
Noticing?
Yeah, like now I just know. And I know the feeling, like once someone is like, do you think that perhaps this person is jealous of you? I know the feeling I feel of like, why does this person keep doing things that are like hurtful to me or upsetting to me when I don't feel like I've done anything to them? But there's also just people who are shitty people. There's narcissistic people. There's self-centered people who like may not be jealous of me, but just did not think about me in their decision-making process.
Yeah.
And so I don't feel like I'm getting any closer to being able to spot jealousy.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing,
But I'm saying, like, I would appreciate if, like, other people, if you were to happen to be jealous of me, just like stop talking to me, because I'm not gonna figure it out, and then we're always gonna be at odds.
You wouldn't wonder why this person stopped talking to you? Then you're just wondering like, damn. And the whole time they could have just worked through their shit.
I think where I sit right now, I would rather wonder why you stopped talking to me than wonder why you're mistreating me.
They both mistreatment though.
No, I think if it's done to like avoid mistreatment of me, I may not like how it feels, but it's rooted in kindness.
Yeah, well, I agree with the dragons. I don't even know what they're saying, but I think I agree.
And I just feel like, you know how they say, like, why do people talk so bad about people who are bitter when bitter is an emotion? It's an emotion for a reason. Mm-hmm. I've been wronged. I am not able to let that go. I am bitter about that thing. That is, like, justifiable. Is jealousy not also an emotion?
I think so. And I think it's a human emotion. I think it's normal. I think some people just take it too far.
And I don't think she's one of those people. I do know, like, jealousy can get you killed.
Yeah.
If somebody's jealous of you.
Yeah.
She may be, like, sitting there, like, and she didn't even have to work for that. But you know what? She's saying that far away from that girl. And she's not causing her any harm.
Like, I got to stay away from this girl because I will actually kill her. So
She get on my nerves.
right. Yeah, that's dangerous.
So the obvious question here is like, have you ever been jealous of somebody?
I've never been
Well, where we mean envious.
envious. No, I have felt like I want to. I love your life. Somebody who's like I can see from afar, because typically it's what you seeing. You don't really know
Yeah.
what's actually going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, like I want to live like that. I want to just like that, or like I see people living on a level that I want to get up to, and so it's like I am aware of the feeling of I want that too. But am I envious? No. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't hang around this person because they living better than me, or like if anything, I want to be around that person because I'm gonna learn something from them most likely, or in some way, my life is gonna be elevated. So, cause like people who are like doing well in life, they don't want to hang around with bums. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's for me. If I feel a tinge of jealousy, it's usually like it's something I want that I can't have right now. It's somebody I want that I can't have right now.
And what does the tinge feel like?
Like
What is the sentiment that you're like, oh, that's jealousy?
it's like how you ever wanted to like call somebody ugly that's not ugly. Like I can't even call you ugly because you're not ugly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just a feeling like it's just like it depends.
So is it like it's like a negative feeling with no root?
Well, I think it's a root to it, depending on what it is. Like if it's money or if it's
Yeah, but like no root, like there's no inciting incident that has caused this disdain. Like they have not done anything to you, but you still feel about them like there's someone who has done something to you. Is that what it feels like?
it's less person. I mean, it's more like me. Like if I'm like jealous of somebody or I want something that somebody has, it's less to do with them. Like nothing happened to cause it.
Yeah.
With them per se, but it could be something that happened in my childhood that's triggering it, or certain. It just depends on what it is, but usually it's like me. What is it in me that's like not satisfied, or like was there something in my childhood that I couldn't have that I want, and like am I trying to control things I can't, that I never had control over, or it just really depends on what it actually is. But at the end of the day, it's always gonna be like, well, what can I do to get there?
Yeah, I've definitely felt admiration for people. I've admired things that people had, or like even just like if you walked in that hoodie and I was like, I really like that hoodie.
Yeah.
I would like probably read it and then get online and type it in.
Right. Exactly.
I wouldn't feel a way about you for having it.
Right. But it's like I want that, So
Yeah.
it's like I'm gonna go see what I can do to get it. I'm not gonna hate you because you have it.
But I think that's what jealousy is, no?
I mean, I feel like jealousy, like you said, is the feeling.
Like
of
before you now you're self-aware, you catch it, you know what it is to say like that's not even real. I shouldn't do anything with that. But like at its core, is that what it is?
I don't know. Cause like I feel like what is that feeling? What do we name? We usually name it as jealousy or possessiveness or controlling. Like
See, I don't feel like negativity with it, and I think that's like I just be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
they got more. I'll just go see about it.
See, yeah.
And I hope that like I want to make it clear to the audience. We've known each other since 2017. Have you ever seen me get jealous of somebody?
No, never.
Like, I'm not doing this to, like, prove a point. I'm doing it because, like, I find it really interesting. And I think that as someone who does not get jealous of other people, I saw that and I said, that's really admirable. I wish more people would be more honest about, like, the jealousy that they're feeling. Because clearly not having conversations about jealousy is how I ended up. And there are people who feel jealous all the time and they don't have those conversations either. And I think that, would I rather be like this than the alternative? Yes, because I think there's the world has enough light-skinned bitches who think everybody's just jealous of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're at full stock on that. Nowhere near out of stock. I don't mind, but I did have my therapist try to explain to me, like, it's dangerous.
It's definitely dangerous.
Like, you don't care that you don't get jealous of people, but because that you're not seeing jealousy, because you've never gone through it to be like, yeah, I did that when I was jealous, so I could see why it's being done to me. And those things, like, if you just keep saying, like, my friend's acting weird, but whatever, I forgive you, you're my friend, those things, like, escalate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be a reason why I was able to point it out. Because I'm like, I've had feelings of, like, jealousy before. And that's not to be like, oh, I want to be you. Like, I never wanted to be nobody. But, like, obviously, you know, like you said, I've been inspired by people in certain ways. So it's like, but you as a self-aware person know, like, okay, don't really have nothing to do with that person, right? So, like, when you see somebody else doing it and they're actually acting out on it, it's like, oh yeah, that person is jealous because they're actually, like, acting it out. You know what I'm saying? You can actually point it out and see, like, oh yeah, like, I feel like that's true jealousy. Like, I feel like if you're actually acting out on it, then you're probably a jealous ass bitch.
But maybe they don't.
But if
maybe they don't notice that they're doing it. I feel like if you had a friend who was jealous of you, they were acting jealous towards you, I would say that person's not your friend. They're mean to you. You shouldn't be their friend anymore. But I don't know if I would be able to be like, they're jealous of you. Yeah. Like, I think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, so I think everybody's jealous of you in theory. But I don't know if I saw someone acting jealous of you that I could be like, that's what it is, as opposed to that person's just a bitch. You know? It's a very interesting, like, I don't know. I appreciate the girl saying it in plain English because I'm someone who needs it in plain English, but it doesn't seem like people are upset at her because she said it. They're upset with her because she experienced it. And to me, is that something she can control? Like, are we persecuting this girl for something that plenty of people feel?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that's the case.
Like, I'm sure there's people in the comments right now being mean to her because they're jealous of the fact that she was able, you know what I'm saying, to articulate it. And not necessarily be well received, but get a lot of attention for it.
Yeah.
And so then where does it stop? Because it seems like people have been sharing their stories and talking, and, like, it seems like people can be jealous of anything.
Yeah. People be jealous because you got a nice family. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got a mom that care about you. It could be anything.
But that makes it, like, scary to me. That makes it like the boogeyman.
It is scary.
And I think for me, it's like, if someone could be jealous of me, that's ridiculous because there's nothing I have that I'm not willing to share.
Yeah.
You know? So what would be the point of being jealous as opposed to, like, hey, I really like that thing?
Some people just evil, man. Like, I think, it's not a negative thing with everybody, but some people it is. And they will literally rather see you dead than have some shit that they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can really get dangerous for real.
That's like, because I could tell she still doesn't like the friend, you know?
Yeah.
But she was like, she never had to work for it. I think that those are, like, very, how do you know that? You know? There are people with inherent privilege, but that doesn't mean that they don't work. Or, even if that was the situation, right, she never had to work for that. What makes someone go the jealous route as opposed to, like, the social climber route or the fake friend route?
Right,
you know?
right.
Like, oh, bitch, you got a boat. I really like that dress you got on, girl. We should kick it sometime.
That's what I'm saying. She need to look within herself and see why she feels so, like, inadequate.
She was transparent, though, about, like, I'm not happy with where I'm at in life right now.
Oh, I hope she found her happiness.
I feel so bad. Or, like, even, like, if I was interested in
therapy?
somebody and they got snatched up, I would be very, very sad. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't be like, I wish you never snatched them up. Like, if I like them that much, y'all seem happy, you know? Back to the drawing board.
Yeah. I ain't finna go to jail. I ain't finna do no crimes of passion. Y'all got me fucked up. No.
I don't have enough passion for it.
Yeah. I don't have enough patience. But
so
I hope she gets the help she needs.
And she seems young to me too. So I think if there was one thing you could tell your younger self about jealousy, what would it be?
I want to know who the friend is. That would be nice to get some context. No?
If you could tell your younger self one thing about jealousy, what would it be? Is it who the friend is?
Huh? No. I was just talking about that situation
I
specifically.
know.
But if I could tell myself one thing, I would tell myself, don't even worry about it. You gonna have everything you want and need in life.
Do you think younger you would listen?
I think younger me would. Younger me is very much like older me in being afraid of the unknown. You know, I hate not knowing, but you know, if it was future me coming to tell me, I would like to think that would be like, okay.
Yeah. I
she-
always wonder if I would listen to future me. Like if I appeared as an adult and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you something.
I probably still would be wondering.
I'd be
right?
like, that bitch
But,
ain't on shit.
Right? I'm like, how
Fucking
would she know?
imposter.
Is this real? Like, am I dreaming?
I'm going to be like, what if I make a different choice?
Right, like, but yeah, I mean, I think it would be dope to tell my younger self, like, everything you wanted, you got. And I'd be thinking, like, that's really something I'd be thinking about now, like even with the fact that, like, I'm living with my parents, but, like, young me, kid me, I didn't have my own room. We didn't have a house. We didn't have a lot of space, like, we didn't have what we have now. So it's like I don't even be jealous of people who out here got their own place, because I'm like, this is what I wanted as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And your house is very warm.
it's very, very cozy. It does get a little toasty.
No, I mean like warm, like you can tell there's a family here. They love each other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You was about to slander your family and they keep touching the thermostat.
it be a little toasty.
Trying to cook me to...
But no, I like to be warm anyway. So yeah, I mean, jealousy is nothing but, I feel like it's motivation for you to. It's you being uncomfortable because you're not where you know you're supposed to be.
I think if I could tell my younger self anything about jealousy, that would be hard for me because I also don't want I don't want older me to end up as someone with a big head. Right? So somewhere in like something that's positive in terms of like you're someone to be jealous of. People will be jealous of you one day.
Right.
But not like, and all these bitches here, they're jealous of you.
Right, all them bitches jealous.
They wish they were you, you know? Yeah. Because I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that even when that's the case.
I just tell myself I got haters, even if I don't. Because I know I do, but it's just more so to, like, hype myself up.
I always wonder, like, because I know realistically I have to have some, you know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
But, like, who are they?
But majority of the time, people, you know, like you said, they don't speak on those feelings and things like that. So a lot of times you won't actually know unless it's, like, put in your face. And then, you know, if it's put in your face, then they
mad as hell.
Yeah, they mad as fuck, actually. Because they couldn't contain it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't get into the ways to spot jealousy, but y'all know them. It's just me who doesn't know them. So
yeah, well, you know, there's always a hating bitch somewhere hating, saying, "Oh, she ain't even doing, she ain't that," all that shit. Anyway, I have advice from the internet, and it's just it's not a clip, but somebody that I follow on Instagram, her name is Hello Quilla. She posted a message that she got from her dad. Her dad texted her and was like, "Good morning. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better." And that's from Maya Angelou. Yeah, that's the advice. You know what I'm saying? Do the best you can until you know better. And then when you know better, do better. And I feel like that's very on par with our topic. Because once you realize, like, you feeling envious about something that somebody got or something you want, then you should know, okay, this is something I need to, like, work on, or either, like, work harder to get, or whatever the case may be. But once you know and you are aware, then you can, like, work on it and work towards being less jealous, less envious, less bitter, whatever the case.
And not to take us over, but I also feel like maybe it would help, like everybody's jealousy problem, to help people realize you can try your best and still fail.
Yeah. And some people just kind of, I do feel like some people are just lucky in life.
Yeah.
Some people are really they just have luck, and they don't have to work for shit, and that's not gonna be everybody's story.
You know, maybe I should have known I wasn't jealous when I used to watch a bunch of Super Sweet 16.
Oh yeah.
Wow, they have great parties. No, I think about like your best thing, and this is gonna sound dumb, and it feels weird to call them my dogs because I call them my kids, but I have one dog that's shorter than the other two, and his name is Teeny. And I was sitting on the couch, and they can only get on the couch if they're picked up or if I pat the couch so they can jump. And Teeny didn't want to jump. And so I'm like, you got to try your best, bud. You got to try your best. Come on, come on, come on. And he was running around, and he was looking, but he wasn't attempting to jump.
Yeah.
When he did attempt to jump, he fell.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I genuinely thought he could make it up there.
Yeah.
But the second he tried and he didn't, I said, all right, come on.
And
I picked him up. Because it's like, you're going to try your best and you're still going to fail sometimes. I'm probably still going to try to get him to try again.
Do it anyway. Yeah.
So I think people equate trying their best to automatic success. And then when they see that trying their best means that they failed, they either think it's like not their best or that their best is not good.
Yeah, or like even just wanting instant gratification, like just because you don't get that instant gratification, don't necessarily mean you fail either. But you just might gotta wait, wait your turn.
So that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
This has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a jealous ass bitch during the break. If you are, just send me a message.
Hey, just
you know what I mean. Just give me the heads up so I can look out for it. And we'll see you in the next one.
Go see your therapist. Peace.
Go see your therapist. Bye. Another episode on Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.